Will Matheson here, and today we're doing a quick video on a setup around the new quad-core value champion, the Intel Core i3-12100F. Now, an F in Intel processor models means that it has no integrated graphics, but that's actually okay for us. Last time, I talked about building a setup around the Athlon 3000G. It's a 2-core Zen APU, and you may still want to go that route if you plan on upgrading to Zen 3, or even the Zen 3 with the 3D cache. But I may have been biased toward AMD because I love their upgrade paths on Socket AM4. Realistically though, they have all but vacated the budget end. The cheapest Zen 3 CPU that you can actually buy retail right now is the Ryzen 5 5600G, and right now that's $300 Canadian in my neck of the woods, which is the woods that are Canada. Now you would be getting 6 Zen 3 cores, which for many production tasks would do you better than 4 Alder Lake cores, and you would be getting much better integrated graphics with the Vega 7 in the 5600G than you would with the UHD 730 in the 12100 non-F. This might be a little random, but to demonstrate this, you can check out the Random Benchmarks by Random Benchmark on the Random Benchmark YouTube channel. I'll have a link to that not-so-random Random Benchmark video in the description below. But back to Intel. The 12100F is launching with an MSRP of $97 US. With several more Benjamins, you'll be able to afford an entire setup. And that's the point of this video. If you want more details on how the... Let's reopen close tab. Okay, stop. Okay. If you want more details on how the 12100F performs, check out the Gamers Nexus review in the description below. Okay, so say we're going 12100F. It comes with a cooler, so we can skip that. But if you want to know how it performs, I'll have a Tech Yes video linked below for that. Now, I know it says no prices available here, but that's just because it's not yet available in Canada, or maybe it was sold out, but it'll come back. It'll arrive. And so for now, we'll just remember to add 140 loonies at the end of this. And next is the motherboard. There are two big things we care about: how big it is, here's a quick refresher, and what chipset you get. Now, the H610 got a bit of an extra bad rap because Intel's own slides said it only had one memory channel. It does actually support dual channel. It really does. But you only get 2 memory slots. It also doesn't do memory overclocking beyond what the CPU is rated for. If you're looking to have this new computer for a long time, you might want to spring for a B660 or better board. But you should almost certainly not get a DDR5 board, because DDR5 memory is just way too expensive. The cheapest kit I'm seeing is a 2x16 gig for the low price of $429.99. But Alder Lake also supports DDR4, officially up to DDR4 3200, and by the way, the DDR means double data rate, so the actual megahertzy clock rate is half that. We can get ourselves a 2x16 kit of DDR4 3200 for $154.99, and a 2x8 kit for a little less than half that much at $72.98. Getting back to the motherboard, we'll go for the Micro ATX Asus Prime H610MA D4 CSM RSVP BYOB, which is the cheapest compatible board right now, combined with the 2x16 kit of DDR4 3200, the G-Skill Ripjaws. We'll also put in a terabyte of NVMe storage from Kingston. Now, where I come from, proper home stereos still have cassette decks and record players, and proper computer cases have optical drive bays. So the Cooler Master Master Box NR400 with ODD is still my official choice, but of course you don't have to get that, or anything at all, really. And if you care to, you can just find yourself a Micro ATX or larger case with good airflow that's easy to work in, and that has good reviews. the elephant in the room is still in the room. We need a graphics card. So let's sort by price and go up the chain until we find something modern. Now, I am not an expert in graphics cards, if I am an expert in anything, but we can grab a GTX 1050 Ti for about $330. That came out a while ago, but you can still check out the Gamer's Nexus review from 2016. Let's say you absolutely want RTX. Is there anything we might possibly be able to afford? Well, we can get an RTX 3060 for $1,140. I saw one for $999 yesterday. I guess that was too good to be true. Also, I mean we literally here, because if just 100 of us chip in $12 each, we can own a piece of gaming history. 100 gamers, 1 GPU? If this video gets 5 million likes, I'll make that video. Finally, we need a power supply for all this. And right now we're looking at 263 watts, and it's more like 360 watts with the RTX 3060. So a 500 watt power supply should do us fine, leaving us some overhead for the all-important optical drive. And the Seasonic Focus Plus Gold 550 watts is only $50 right now and fully modular. So putting it all together, and we will just add on the CPU. Oof. So unfortunately, this is far from the $410 3000G build I showed off in October, although this one would run circles around that one. You could save a little money by going for a 2x8 kit of memory and a smaller SSD. Getting a good GPU is the real problem. You might want to go on eWay or even Facetome or Chris's List and consider placing a bid or outright buying secondhand, perhaps from people who are flipping 3060s after they upgrade to a 3090 Ti or something. Well, when they can. In any case, that's all for this one. If you like what you see here, please subscribe. We're going to be driving across Canada and probably back again this year, and every little bit helps. Take care.